I never thought a bottle of water could change my life. But here I am, writing this, knowing that I might not make it through the night. It started 3 nights ago. I had just gotten home from a late shift at the hospital. My whole body ached, and my head was pounding. The fluorescent lights of the ER had left my eyes sore, and all I wanted was to drink some water, take a shower, and pass out. I grabbed a bottle from the fridge. The cold plastic was slick in my hand, condensation rolling down its sides. I twisted off the cap and took a long sip, the cool liquid easing my dry throat. Then I saw it in the reflection of the kitchen window. A shape. At first, my tired brain tried to rationalize it. A coat hanging on the wall. A shadow from the fridge light. But no. It was tall, too tall. Its head nearly brushed the ceiling, its limbs stretched like they didn't quite belong to a human body. The shape didn't move. It just stood there, watching. I swallowed hard, my pulse hammering in my ears. Slowly, I turned. Nothing. The kitchen was empty. The only sound was the soft hum of the fridge and my own uneven breathing. I let out a shaky laugh. You're exhausted. Just shadows. Then I looked at the bottle in my hand. It was still sealed. I hadn't opened it, but I had just tasted the water. A wave of nausea rolled through me, and I quickly placed the bottle on the counter like it had burned me. My skin felt too tight, my throat suddenly drier than before. I told myself I was imagining things, that it was just exhaustion. But I barely slept that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that thing standing in my kitchen, motionless, silent, watching. The second night. By the time I got home the next evening, I had convinced myself it was nothing. The mind plays tricks when you're tired, right? That's what I kept telling myself. I grabbed another bottle from the fridge, flopped onto the couch, and flipped through the channels. The news was on, something about missing people in the area, but I wasn't paying attention. My throat ached with thirst. I twisted the cap and lifted the bottle to my lips. That's when I saw it again. This time, not in the window. In the TV screen's dark reflection. My reflection wasn't drinking. It just sat there, still, watching me. Then, slowly, its head tilted. No. No, 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 no. My stomach turned to ice. My hands trembled. This wasn't real. This couldn't be real. The power went out. The darkness swallowed the room instantly. I sat frozen, my breath coming in short, rapid gasps. My fingers tightened around the water bottle. My phone was on the coffee table. I needed light. I needed a sound right behind me. I bolted. My hands scrambled across the table, knocking over the bottle of water, sending it rolling across the floor. My fingers found my phone. I turned on the flashlight, spun in place. Nothing. The power flickered back on. The room looked the same. The couch. The TV. The water bottle, lying on its side, a slow trickle pooling onto the carpet. That was 2 nights ago. Since then, I've stopped drinking water. Every time I so much as look at a bottle, I feel it watching. I see glimpses of something in dark corners, in my reflection. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if I'm losing my mind. But tonight, I made a mistake. The 3rd night, I was so thirsty. So impossibly, painfully thirsty. My throat felt like sandpaper. My tongue was thick and heavy, my lips cracked and dry. I hadn't had a drop of water in nearly 2 days. I told myself I could last a little longer. Just avoid it. Ignore the thirst. But my body had other ideas. My head pounded. My vision blurred at the edges. I felt like I was going to collapse. I couldn't do it anymore. I staggered into the kitchen. My legs were shaky, my hands trembling as I grabbed the bottle from the counter. My breath hitched. The seal was unbroken. I let out a slow exhale. My mind was playing tricks. That's all. Just dehydration. Just exhaustion. I twisted the cap. And raised it to my lips. The water was thick. I gagged, pulling the bottle away. My stomach twisted as I stared at the liquid inside. It wasn't clear. It was dark. Thick. Something was moving in it. The lights flickered. And I saw it. Not in the window. Not in the TV. Right next to me. Watching. Smiling. Its mouth stretched too wide, splitting open like wet, tearing fabric. Its fingers twitched, too many joints bending the wrong way. My breath caught in my throat. I couldn't move. I couldn't. It leaned closer. And whispered. I don't remember running, but I must have. Because now, I'm locked in my bedroom, my back pressed against the door, my heart hammering so hard it hurts. I can hear it. Outside my door. Waiting. And then, a sound. Not from outside. From behind me. A slow, wet trickle. I turn my head, terrified to look. And see a bottle of water on my nightstand. Open. Half empty. I didn't put it there.